You haven't seen this?
No. That's him.
Holy shit.
Sure. I think, look, I am all for getting rid of fraud in government programs. And I think there have been, to Emily's point, in Congress, Democrats and Republicans who represent areas with fraud who have not done anything about it. I do think it's interesting that these Republican-led committees tend to focus on Democratic-led states.
Republicans are doing their job.
That is true. That's not true, Kaylee. I think, look, there are politics at work here. I would also, there's two other things I would say. First, if Republicans in Congress care so much about Medicaid and working people who need it getting it, why did their one big beautiful bill cut $1 trillion from Medicaid to fund tax breaks for the wealthy? Why between 5 and 15 million Americans are going to lose their Medicaid? People with disabilities, people who are caretakers. So if we're going to talk about whether these government programs work, fraud is only part of it. And the thing I would say about DOGE, we're looking back now on the legacy of DOGE. It's coming into clearer relief now that we've had some time. Just one of their actions, getting rid of USAID, shuttering USAID.
Yeah, did you see how many people came into office in countries across Central and South America who had been kept out, who were on the right? It gave a rise to people to have more politics representation in their country.
Let me finish my sentence.
Because a lot of that money was going to the socialists and the communist
independent analysis.
It doesn't matter if you yell at me, you can't erase that fact.
But you know what? I'll give you a fact. Based on independent analysts, hundreds of thousands of people around the world, because of the shuttering of USAID, have died because of infectious diseases that are preventable or malnutrition. The Ebola crisis, which we dealt with when I was in government.
There is no line of fact or evidence on what you're saying.
So
That's
much
your opinion.
That is not an opinion. Independent experts who study infectious diseases
You don't think our FDA commissioner would have anything to say? You don't think the CDA
I am telling you, there are people dying from diseases around the world that USAID used to prevent, and because it was shuttered and people aren't getting medicine. The Ebola crisis right now, when we fought it in the Obama administration.
And you know, we jumped in and helped them, which is why it's not on fire.